In this video, we are going to learn how to solve word problems using multi-step equations. I know that's how you all feel about word problems, so why don't you turn to your notes page that looks like this and we'll get started. The first thing we need to do is define some words that will help guide us to which operation we're going to use in our equations. If you see words like sum, increase, total, more, or plus, it's most likely we're going to be using addition. If you read words like less, difference, deduct, or decrease, you're probably going to use subtraction. Now you notice I'm saying probably or most likely. There are some special circumstances, depending on how the problem is written, that you might use a different operation than what is listed here. All right, moving on. Multiplication. You will most likely use multiplication if you see words like product, per, times, or groups of. And finally, division. When you see a word like quotient, goes into, or divided into, probably division. Next are steps for writing an equation for a word problem. We're going to walk through these steps while we do the first problem. So, of course, first we need to read the problem. Marcus buys 3 pairs of shoes and a jacket for a total of $631. The jacket costs $91. If the shoes all cost the same, what was the price of each pair of shoes? Well, step 1 says first define the variable. Decide what your variable represents. Well, when we look through, we see, let's underlines the important information first. Excuse me, I was getting stumbled on my words there. 3 pair of shoes. There was a total of $631. The jacket cost $91. And I'm going to underline the actual question, what we need to find in green. Okay, what was the price of each pair of shoes? That's what the word problem is asking. That is the variable we need to define. So P is the cost of 1 pair of shoes. Why did I pick P? Because P for pair of shoes. You could pick any letter you would like. Step 2 says on one side of the equation, write the total or outcome of the word problem. Here it says $631. We underlined that important information. Then it says on the other side of the equation, write anything that happens to the variable. Well, 3 pair of shoes and a jacket. We added a jacket for $91 and we had 3 pair of shoes. So 3 times P. Now we have our equation. We're going to go ahead with step 4 and use SADMEG to solve. To undo adding $91, we're going to subtract $91 from both sides. That leaves us with $540 on the right. 91 reduces to 0. We have 3P equals 540. To undo multiplying P by 3, we divide by 3. And on both sides, on the left, we have just 1P. And on the right, we have 180. Now, with word problems, we always need to write the units or labels with our answers to understand or show your teacher that you know you have $180. Don't forget to put the dollar sign. And of course, box your answer. So 1 pair of shoes costs $180. Those better be some cool pair of shoes. Moving on to the second example. Maya spent half of her Christmas money on a hat. She received another $50 a week later. If she has a total of $140 now, how much did she have before she went shopping? Let's underline the important information. She spent 1/2 of her Christmas money. Okay, let's underline 1/2. She received another $50. She has a total of $140. And in green, our important question is how much did she have before she went? That's our variable. I'll use X for Xmas. And step 1 says write the total on one side. Well, I already have that underlined. It's 140. I know that she received $50. Received would be a plus. And she spent 1/2 of her Christmas money. So I would say her total before she went shopping, if I divide it by 2, that's 1/2. Now we can start solving our equation. To undo adding 50, we're going to subtract 50 from both sides. We have 90 left on the right, or remaining on the right. 50 minus 50 is 0. We're left with x divided by 2 equals 90. To undo dividing by 2, we're going to multiply both sides by 2. On the right, we have $180 again. The 2's reduced to 1. We have 1x equals 180. Once again, we're talking about dollars, so we're going to put our dollar sign and box our answer. I wonder if she went and bought a pair of shoes. Last but not least, Marcus and his mom and dad and sister went to a Giants baseball game. Each ticket cost the same amount, and everyone got a hot dog and lunch for $6.25 each, and they spent $353 total. There's my important information. What question do we need to answer? How much did each ticket cost? That is the variable we need to set up. Because ticket starts with T, I'm going to say T equals the cost of each ticket. Do you need to write that down? Absolutely. You need to define your variable. You need to let us know what your variable represents. All right, working through our steps backwards, our total is $353. We have 4 people having lunch at $6.25. And we have 4 people buying tickets. Whoops. Now we can start solving. First thing we need to do is just simplify 4 times $6.25. Gives us 25. Is it okay to use a calculator? Absolutely. And we have 4t. Now we can start solving our equation. We're going to subtract 25 from both sides. Leaves us with 328 on the right and 4t on the left. Last step, we're going to divide both sides by 4. And I'm going to skip straight to my beautifully boxed answer this time with my dollar sign included. T equals $82.